completely...
alive.
Excellent. I'm gonna be completely honest. This shit is fucking hilarious. And it deserves to stay on the internet. Yes, kidnappings. We've stolen the Cali. For tax purposes. What the fuck is going on with my party? Right, yeah.
Ah, shit. I
know
forgot to get your fucking stream.
Chat. You need to get chat. Yeah, fair enough.
Yep, I need to get your chat. Give me a second.
No problem. This TV is fucking huge. You don't quite realize how big it is when I'm playing PLA and I cannot see the entire screen all at once. That's how, like, big it is. I can't see the entire screen all at once when I look at it, which is really weird, because usually I can. But yeah, anyway, I have stolen Cali. We're going to play some of this shit. Oh hey, cool. Nice fucking first start. There is Crimson Meerlands. Also, everybody needs to fucking tell me if my audio is a bit shit, because I've realized how fucking loud compared to... like, the game audio is compared to my voice, and I dislike that immensely. So if my audio is very quiet compared to my voice, or if you're all hearing my fucking breathing too much or something, someone needs to tell me. Right. Hey, look! An Agua fucking horde. That's new. Everything else in here, sack of shit. Great. Love it. Itchy ear.
Alright, there we go.
There we go. Everything's good. Sounds fine right now?
Everything's
excellente. Right, we have Teddy Ursa, we have Petlil, and we have the Bonsly outbreak for the berries, and that is literally it. And I'm gonna go through Petlil, then Teddy Ursa, then Bonsly, I think, because that's a decent order to do things in. Why the fuck not? Let's go. Oh. Actually, fuck that, we'll do that when we get there. I'm like, where's my bloody...
Okay. This time, we're gonna try not to do a 4-hour rant.
To be fair, it was only 2 hours of ranting.
Okay. This time we're gonna try not to do a 2-hour ranting.
Yeah, good plan.
Yeah, so I didn't actually have to beat the Sirchester gym to get the charm.
Yeah, because it's just the hotel, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Which was nice.
Need all you desperate little baby bitches to stop being desperate little baby bitches and get some Pokeballs for me. What I also need to do really is turn up my audio so I can hear if a fucking shiny spawns, I realise. Because it is kind of quiet. Holy Jesus, hi! Turn around and look a little bit. Okay, that was good.
Oops.
Set that on fire real quick.
Trying to decide which would be more entertaining for anybody watching my stream. If I should keep hatching eggs or if I should go to the wild area and start killing Combi.
Usually murder is a good option. I take it you're going for Vesperquen?
Yeah.
Given that there is no reason to go for Combi other than Vesperquen. If I'm completely honest, like, there is zero fucking reason to get a shiny Combi. Where the hell is the last pet? Oh, there it is. Oh, there's another one. I didn't realise there was 2 of them.
Well, actually... Wait, I can hear myself through yours.
Oh, not this shit again. I may need to just either turn down Discord capture or I need to turn down my fucking mic gain. Which is really gonna suck because it fucks with my stuff. My mic gain is already really low. I think it's because I turned my own audio up.
Wait, you can't hear Pix at all on my Wait, shit, my audio, my desktop audio is fucked. Hang on.
Oh yay, that's great.
Let's just see what device it's using.
What the fuck is going on? A summary. I need to start making
It was using the wrong device.
I need to start making separate layouts or something for the different shiny hunting streams I do, because it's getting out of hand how many fucking counters I have on this menu, by the way. I've got so many. It's getting a bit absurd. Right.
There we go, Shard. Is that better?
Hello there. Hopefully this is better. My voice is amazing. That's a lie, but my voice is amazing.
Your voice is amazing.
Excellent.
Okay, excellent. It's much better.
You can hear my wonderful accent. Where the fuck that is?
Oh wait, hang on. Why am I circling again? I just
know.
hatched that group.
I feel like that's just, like, a mood, honestly, is like, why am I doing this? I've just fucking done this stuff. I hate this fucking... Hello, Licky Licky. I hate this so much. It's so... Like, the rain is just ugly as sin. I hate it. But yeah, I think part of the reason it's getting picked up on... Or you could hear yourself through me is partly because of that fucking... Like, I had to turn my volume up so I can make sure I can hear... if any shinies spawn. But I can't turn up the game itself on my stream thing, because that'll make the game louder than me. So I have to just turn up my computer audio, which I think has basically made it so that you can hear yourself through it. If the stream can't hear it, then I don't think it matters too much, but like, oh, that went well.
It's really faint.
Oh, okay. Why the fuck are all of my Pokeball throws garbage today? What the fuck happened? I think my character's having an off day or something, like she just can't throw for shit today. Also, if the teddy bears would stop running away, that would be great. Yep,
what's the weather in the wild area? Sandstorm.
That's a really good way to get a Pony, yeah, good plan. Also, I think I can probably stop doing this now, considering that there's an Ursaring trying to kill me. Good vibes.
Whoops.
Please stop trying to commit murder. I'm just stealing all of the children. Well, that's rude. Okay, fine. Fight me. Oh, also. +1 to my outbreaks counter, because I'm deciding I'm going to count that shit. That looks really fucking big on my stream, by the way. I should probably make that smaller, but it's just like, it's basically there mostly just to take up room on the bottom half of the screen, because that's a massive fucking gap that just drives me nuts.
Right.
So I've just got the text up really fucking big. Right. Yeah, Bonsly. Fuck it, why not Bonsly? We love Bonsly. I hate Bonsly. Little shit. This was one of the Pokemon that gave me the Hello, Leaga. The most fucking trouble in the Pokedex completion stuff. Because it was just it was just a nightmare. Because I basically had to catch them. Because the only thing I could do was see it use Mimic. Except I have not been able to figure out how to make Mimic work in this game. Like, I cannot figure it out. So I was like, right, I guess I'm catching them instead. Also, hi.
Right.
Please don't talk to me. Miss leader of the Pearl Clan, Iridia. Don't want to deal with that shit right now. I know you've got a quest for me. Don't care. Hi, where are the Bonsly? There they are.
Blarg.
Very, very quiet. I'm murdering children.
Seems legit.
Seems like Pokemon.
Seems like Pokemon indeed.
No, don't run. Oh, this is gonna suck. If they run, I don't get fucking berries out of them. I guess we're catching all of them then, because that'll at least give me berries.
Oops. I don't know why I'm working on Sobble still. I need to work on a fire type.
Probably good. Or...
Next gym is ice type.
Is it?
Search it? Sirchester?
It's rock type and sword. And then it's ice... No, it's the other way around, isn't it? It's rock type in my game and ice type in yours.
Stow side was, fighting and ground. Wait, hang on.
I've officially come to the conclusion I don't remember jack shit about this game, despite the fact that I really should.
Oh no, you're right, it is rock type.
Okay, good. I thought I was having like one of those moments of just like pure stupidity for a second there, 'cause I was like, I swear it was an ice type gym in my game, which meant it was a rock type in yours, but I can't remember and it's been like 3 years since I played that fucking story, so...
Completely correct. It is a rock type in my game.
Excellent.
That's annoying.
Also, that's one of the most toxic things I've ever had the honor of saying. It's been like 3 years since I played the fucking main story for Shield. As in, the time that I played it was the first time I played it, and that's it. This is
That's disgusting.
Yeah, that's disgusting. How has that been 3 years again? Ah, shit.
I don't know, but it's disgusting.
Well, you guys need to stop staring at me and just let me get some children. Oh, fuck, that's another Drapian. Hello. Help. No, not the Drapian. Oh well, I guess we're fighting some Drapian with a ghost type. Good plan. Good plan.
RIP.
Let's just fucking murder the Drapian, who cares? Let's see how well this goes.
So, Solo's not too bad of an idea for that, then.
Yeah. Probably pretty good for that, actually. I should probably get Typhlosion out of here so I don't have to keep using some fucking revives. What actually do I have to fight Drapian? Honestly, nothing. You'll do. One thing that's great about this new uni accommodation is that when I'm doing this sort of stream, I can use the fridge as a footrest.
Hey,
Because
that works.
it is, like, directly in the correct angle for me to be doing this. To be fair, I could also, like, migrate my ass to the bed and lay down, but I'd have to move my entire computer for that, and I don't want to do that, so... Like, there's a level of laziness I'm willing to do for streaming. That isn't it. Migrate entire computer setup to bed so I can lie down while streaming is a bit far.
I have a problem.
Is it called shiny hunting? Do we need
Yes,
intervention?
but no, I have a different problem than that. But that is also one of my problems.
Valid. Yay, I set it on fire. Thank God. There we go. Much better. This thing's got like fucking +2 on its swords dance or some shit. Oh, it doesn't actually stack, but yeah, it's got a fuck ton of bloody swords dance, and it's just like, don't taste it. That don't taste good. Don't like that. Don't like getting the shit beaten out of me. Not fun.
Fucking Hop almost kicked my ass with that goddamn Snorlax of his.
Yeah. Ah, the memories. Getting your ass beat by Hop. How I missed that game. Fucking Hop, man. Fuck that guy.
Seriously.
That one's still. That Pokeball went like halfway into the fucking Scorpy before it decided it wanted to catch. That was really weird looking, actually. Don't like that. I think I still have the wrong fucking title up, I just realised. I don't think I changed my goddamn title.
Oops.
I did not. Oops. Let's maybe fix that. I think I know what the fuck I was doing.
Nah.
Imagine knowing what you're doing in this fucking game. Imagine knowing what you're doing.
Imagine knowing
streaming.
it in general.
That ain't valid. I mean, I know. Oops. I know vaguely what I'm doing. I have classes starting in a couple weeks. That'll be fun.
That's true. You actually have like a life plan and shit.
Okay, so there's things there that I would like to say to that, but they're inappropriate to say on stream, so I won't.
Oh dear, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's like, put it this way, that life plan was not made for good reasons. So,
Yeah,
every single one of these Pokemon sucks dick as a shiny, and I don't want any of them. So I'm just going to leave. But yeah. Anyway, unrelated. Attempts to find a different topic. No, I'm just sitting here. Hello, Shard. Shush. Nobody is talking about anybody. It's fine. Everything is a-okay. Rip. But yeah, no, everything is great. I'm gonna max out these fucking points at some point. That's gonna be fun. But yeah, no. I do have, like, a plan. It's not a great plan, but it is a plan. Most of it, though, is, like, because of my university schedule at this point. Like, the only reason I know what I'm doing half the time is because I have a university schedule that means I actually have to wake up and do things. Oh! We can go back to the mainlands. That's a lot of them, actually. Or we can go to the Icelands, where there are a lot of options. And also a lot of and apparently a pin that I forgot to remove at some point. You know what, fuck it, let's go for the Icelands. I like the Icelands. sometimes when it gives me good stuff. Which is very rare, admittedly. I find very rare. Rarely have I been getting good outbreaks recently, and it's been kind of mean. Where's Mai? There she is. This is what I get for talking shit about how outbreaks are really fucking easy to find shinies in and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
Game heard I was talking shit. Game refuses to give me fucking agua berries or good bloody... Literally, I got 2. I got the Duot one, and I got the Oshawott one up here. I got 2 good ones. Fucking criminal. I do not need 4 chances at shiny Ralt/Curlier game.
Sure you do.
No, I don't. I also don't need 2 fucking options for Ghastly or 2 for Machop. I have both of them. Speaking of, really need to get that Machop highlight done at some point. I've still not done it.
Oops.
I am a bit, like, I've done everything else and I've got this massive, like, streak of uploads to do. I still need to do that up the Machop. Just doesn't want to do it. The brain, it doesn't hear. Right. Hello, bitches.
You know, my brain is such an asshole because it's all like, I have the shiny charm now. That means every Pokemon should be a shiny, right? And that's like, no.
That's not
how that works.
Unfortunately, otherwise I'd be having a great fucking time doing this because I've also got a shiny charm. I'm just gonna kick all the Duot's ass. I've already finished Duot's entire That's Shadow Ball, not an Ball, but whatever. I've already completed Duot's entire Pokedex, so it doesn't matter what I do with these things, honestly. They're just here to just vibe and maybe give me something sparkling.
Yeah.
Which would be nice. I'd be down. Grins it game. I should probably move where Pokemon Shield is, because it's right next to my fucking drinking bottle.
Yeah, that's probably not the best place for it. Just possibly.
I mean, on the plus side, yeah, at least we are playing in games where the shiny charm does something. There is always that. Fuck
Wait,
BDSP.
there's games where the shiny...
BDSP.
The shiny charm?
It only works on Massadar. Remember?
Oh yeah. That's such bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I'm doing Masada right now, but still.
Yeah, well, you're not doing it in BDSP, are you? You're doing it in a game where you can actually do other things other than fucking Masada if you want a shiny. It says I, the soft reset hound, but whatever. Fuck the soft resetting in that game. Like, it's legitimately criminal how boring that is. It takes so goddamn long. But yeah, on the plus side of the thing with Pokemon Shield being where it was, at the very least I took all of my shinies off of it recently. Which includes 2 event shinies, so you know. Because I had the Celebi event and I had the Zacian event on there. I just not taken them off, so it's like, yeah, they're gone now, it's fine. They're in Pokemon mode.
Wait, wasn't there also that Zarude shiny?
There was no Zarude shiny, there was a Zeraora shiny, but Zarude was a different type of event. It was the movie Zarude, the Dada Zarude movie.
Right, okay.
Thing.
I don't fucking know these things.
Yeah, that movie was good, we should watch that. Fucking hilarious. We watched it as part of a society thing last year. Legitimately. The amount of bullshit going on was great. It's a Tarzan ripoff. It is literally a Tarzan ripoff movie. Except for the one point where we started making jokes about Metal Gear Solid, and then got a giant mech to appear on screen literally 5 seconds later. I'm not kidding.
Fantastic.
I think I actually remember live blogging it at one point into the Discord. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning or something. Somebody made a joke about this being Metal Gear. And then a fucking giant mech appeared on the screen. It was literally just one of those, like, you couldn't have scripted this if you tried moments. It was great. But yeah, the other main thing that I can remember about that movie at the moment is that somebody made a joke that, because Celebi was, like, all over the promotional materials, because this is where the shiny Celebi event came from, actually. But yeah, Celebi was, like, all over the promo materials for this and stuff, and we didn't see it the entire movie. And somebody said, like, right at the end of the film, like, if Celebi appears, like, right here, I'm walking out. Because, like I say, it had been all over the promos. There'd been the Dada Zarude, and there'd been Celebi. Shiny Celebi. Every fucking one. And we'd not seen it. Entire film. No sign of this goddamn Celebi. And it was like, if this thing appears in the last, like, 5 minutes of the film, we're walking out. So, we get to the credits, and hey, look who it is, if not Shiny Celebi. He did, in fact, walk out the room. He did leave. He straight up, everybody started, like, I'm legitimately not kidding when I say that everybody started clapping and cheering, and the guy walked out the room. It was 3 AM at a society meet. Nobody was sane anymore. Like, we'd all lost our fucking minds. It was great. The only thing that we had left was disappointment. And I assure you, plenty of that.
That sounds fantastic.
It was fucking amazing, yeah, it was incredible. I love the energy at those stupid meetings, man, they're great. Everybody's so stupid. At least until we start playing Smash Bros, at which point I usually wish I had my computer. Well, to be fair, I usually take my computer with me anyway, because a lot of the time what ends up happening is we end up playing Smash Bros. And it's just like, I don't want to play Smash Bros, thanks. I don't care, couldn't care less in fact. So, thanks for the offer. I'm gonna sit here on my computer, probably writing fanfic or reading fanfic, and talking in my Discord about y'all. Occasionally I'll get up and draw on the whiteboard when that's going down. There's some kind of prompt on the whiteboard to do art. I'll show what waddles, really cute. Look at the baby. Don't do that. Hello.
Poor Shard.
Yeah, poor Shard. The fucking shiny charm in BDSP is just stupid. Whatever the matter is with it, we don't care anymore. Like, just give me Scarlet Violet so I can play something good. It better be good, but give me Scarlet Violet.
If this is how they're going to do the shiny charm from now on, I'm rioting.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think so, because, like I say, the thing with BDSP that I try and remember whenever I get depressed is it wasn't technically a Nintendo, it wasn't a Game Freak game, it was done by somebody different. So it's distinctly possible that this someone different just really fucked up the shiny charm, and that when we get our nice Game Freak Scarlet Violet in a few months, we actually get something decent out of it.
Right.
I need to fucking fix what's going on with these, because the size of the number is annoying me. And it's now in the wrong place, but whatever. Let's just move that really quick.
I wish...
There we go.
I wish there had been, like, some sort of stuff in the contract that they had been like, okay, it needs to work like this.
Yeah, there needs to be, like, certain specific things in the game that it runs to. That would have been nice. And, yeah, PLA was released later and has a working shiny charm. Yeah, that's always a good point as well, is this game has a working shiny charm. It's a Game Freak game. So, we're going to assume that nobody's going to Let's not jump off a cliff. We're going to assume that nobody's going to fuck it up. What's up with me and keep doing that? I've now done that twice in the last couple streams that I've been with you on. I've nearly jumped off the cliff because I forgot that I didn't have Braviary selected and tried to freaking jump off and start flying. That's twice. Wrong one. Possibly I need to pay.
Something disparaging about hanging out with me.
I think the situation is more just I need to pay more attention. I'm gonna make 500 fucking Pokeballs, because fuck it, why not? I now have 600 regular Pokeballs. Am I gonna use most of these? Who knows? On the plus side, I finally emptied out the fucking stack of Tumblestone I had in my inventory.
Dang.
Yeah. Which is really useful, because like I say, I've got a full stack of that sitting in my bloody storage box at the moment. That needs to be worked through if I'm gonna do anything. I still think it's great. I've got maxed out fucking black Tumblestones. I loathe the heavy balls. I hate them. Least favourite thing. So it's like, why do I have a stack of black Tumblestones that are only used to make heavy balls? Resource hoarding. Literally the only reason. Hey, buddy.
Oh, I have a question.
Okay, I may have an answer. Oh, hey, Frostlass.
What do you think would happen if
sitting here like you got a question?
Yeah, no, okay, so this is something I've been kind of musing on for a while, a couple weeks now. And it's just like an idle thought experiment, you know?
Yeah.
What do you think would happen if everybody in the world, like, turned back time 22 years? I mean, aside from the fact that you wouldn't be born yet.
Yeah. A lot of shit would be wild, put it that way. Oh, whoops. Can I just get into a fight with you, please? That wasn't what I was aiming for, but sure. I have no idea, honestly. That is one hell of a question. And again, excluding the existential crisis that is my entire existence. Where the fuck did that Frostlass go? Apparently hell. Apparently the Frostlass went to hell. It just left.
Frostlass went to hell.
Yeah, it just fucking left, apparently.
Excellent.
Seems legit. I'd also go to hell, if given the opportunity.
Dude, I was thinking about it, like... No, Shard, that's not why I was
If Pix didn't exist, she wouldn't have Annabelle, and that would probably be more depressing than anything else.
No, okay, cause see, like, I was thinking about stuff like, everybody would still have their same memories and everything.
Yeah.
But,
This was a
like,
mistake.
Could you, I was thinking about, like, stuff like crimes and stuff, like, could you prosecute people for crimes that they hadn't technically done yet?
I feel like this is going to... So this is a really wild left turn, completely out of the topic. There's a Star Wars fic I occasionally... Fucking hell, it's level 86. It's 83, right? This is about to be a really bad idea. Anyway, there's a Star Wars fic I'm following on and off, or a series that I'm following on and off, that... It's a time travel fic, and part of, like, their musings is, can we actually, like, prosecute people for crimes they haven't committed yet when those are, like, really bad war crimes and stuff? It's like, can we do that?
Yeah. Yeah, like, right?
Like, the morality is wild.
Yeah, and I'm thinking about, like, stuff like, well, because, you know, the fucking 45 is just, like, completely batshit bonkers. But now there's no evidence of any of the shit that he did, except for the fact that now there's still people who, like, know what he did.
This feels like the sort of philosophical question you should ask me at, like, 6 in the morning and no other time. I'm not gonna lie. This feels like that sort of shit, because this is the sort of thing where I just sort of go, I have no idea and do not have any sort of qualification to make this kind of judgment. Whereas if you ask me this question at 6 AM, I'll just spit shit at you, it's great. But yeah, no, yeah,
I was also thinking about...
really weird.
Well, I did preface this by saying it was weird,
Yeah.
I think.
You kind of did, yeah, but I'm thinking more like weird in terms of complicated. I need to stop getting into fights with all 4 of these level 60 Kadabra at once. That might help my life situation a little bit more.
But the thing is, like, okay, it's 22 years in the past. That would put me at age 10.
I mean, I know what I'd be doing if I was suddenly... Well, we'd have to go for, like, a little bit less than 22 years to my age, but... Like, I know what I'd be, doing at that point, sort of thing, which is I'd just... Waiting until I actually have the capability to do it. I could start writing earlier.
Yeah, that's fair. I think I'd do that, too. I would do my best to get back in contact with all my friends as fast as possible, too.
Yeah. That's also a good one. Although for me, the thing is like, most of my friends are on the internet. I don't have a lot of real-life friends that I actively keep in communication with. Like, I have real-life friends that I'll pop up to and say hi to occasionally. Hey, Parsi.
Hey, Parsi. Oh, hey, thank you very much for the resub.
Welcome to Philosophical Question Time. Callie's giving me an existential crisis. Yeah, that's... No, go on.
I didn't mean to give you an existential crisis, I'm sorry.
It's fine, I have these plenty. But no, that is also the problem, yeah, Shard, is going back like 20 odd years into the past, there's no Discord or anything to contact people through. Like, what the fuck social media exists 20-ish years in the past? Basically none of them.
Like Skype.
Yeah, so but like Skype, you need the other person's fuck.
What?
That ain't great. That's a lot of Alakazam.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just having to deal with the raids the outbreaks at the same time and having to flap over that. But yeah, like, it would, like, I think Skype, you have to actually know the person's number or something to do that. I don't remember how Skype works. I haven't used Skype in a very
I think
long
you
time.
need their email address at least.
Yeah, like something.
Yeah.
So it's like, that'd be really hard to get into contact with each other by. So, like, it would probably be a case of, like, having to wait until Facebook comes around or something similar. And then...
No. SB. SB.
When the fuck did those start?
I don't know.
But, like, that would work, probably, depending on when that is.
More than 10 years ago, I think. Give me a second, let me look.
That's the thing, Shard. What I'm trying to say is to get to the point of what I'm saying, regardless of when the fuck social media and other networking sites started. The point is you'd have to wait until one of those started, and then go on there using whatever username you were using in the present day, and hope that your friends find you. So, like, I'd have to go to Facebook and make a Shadow Pixel account and hope to God that they find me. Yeah, that's true, I guess. If everybody has their memories, then there probably is, like, universal services to get back into contact with people. Which then also raises the sort of moral question / dilemma of, like, well, situations like me and Callie, where Callie is a solid bit over my age. Like, you go back 20 years, and you've got a solid bit over me. So, like, how do they deal with that? Like, if you're, like, 10, 15 years apart of each other's ages, do they just let the 5-year-old kid get back into contact with this, like, 23-year-old just because they knew each other in the future? Or is that considered skeevy? Because it's the 5-year-old trying to get in contact with the 22-year-old sort of thing. So, like,
Yeah.
that's a thing as well. But yeah, it is actually funny because I have had a lot of, Shard, put that face away. I've had a lot of thoughts, like, similar to that sort of thing, actually, but it's, like, it's more just been in terms of, like, what I'd do if I was suddenly yeeted X number of years into the past, which basically became, like, either start the writing sooner, or figure out a way to start doing Twitch and stuff sooner, so that I actually have, like, a bigger following later, if that makes sense. Like, it was pretty much all focused on, like, how can I essentially give myself a base camp as fast as possible? And it would be, like, Twitch, or starting the writing earlier so I can start doing stuff like that. Because the thing is as I am now, I have a decent knowledge of a couple of different websites that you can enter competitions on as children. You have to have, like, a parent do it, like, on your behalf, but you enter as a child. Yeah, it does say something about my age. My age is, as compared to everybody else in the area, and my friend group, rather low. Numbers are low. But, yeah, it's like, when it comes down to it, it'd be just figuring that sort of stuff out so I can get a base camp going a bit more easily, I guess. And that was pretty much it. Like, that was the extent of my thoughts.
Mine was stuff like, running away from home. Or like convincing my grandparents to let me live with them.
Well, that's
for a while.
That's depressing.
Is it?
A little bit, not gonna lie. Like, like, no, it's not, like, depressing in that sense, because I get it, but my sort of thing was, like, because I pretty much constantly thought, like, specifically of just, how can I give myself a better setup for later without leaving the stability, almost. Like, it can be shit stability all at once, sort of thing, like, but it's stability. Hey, we're getting close to things I probably shouldn't be talking about on the internet. I didn't know you could get fucking Riolu here. Oh yeah, Quillfish, that was another fucking Pokemon that I wanted to do outbreaks for at some point because it's got a shiny form I haven't seen yet. I keep forgetting what Pokemon I haven't seen the shinies of. And it's like, I keep forgetting what
Shard is much more...
Yeah, Shard is much
more... Yeah. Like, what world events do I want to prevent?
Yeah, like, Shard actually has, like, good goals and shit. Yeah, mine was pretty much just the situation of, like, let's see what sort of setup I can give myself to work with without necessarily, like, throwing away whatever stability that I have at the time when I am sent back. Because that part entirely depends on my age. Like, how old am I when I'm back in this little past event thing. But like after figuring that sort of stuff, like after working out that sort of thing with this sort of hypothetical, it is entirely like, well, what sort of stability can I set myself, what sort of thing can I set myself up with in the future via this stability? And it does mostly start with, let's do a lot of fucking writing, and see if I can either enter competitions or just have stuff ready to enter competitions the second I hit 18, that sort of thing, and just work at trying to start off with the publishing ASAP sort of thing. So it is all focused in that sense. Mostly because, like, when it comes down to it, like, the world events thing is great and all, but what the fuck am I actually going to be able to do, especially when, like, half of them are in different countries and stuff as well?
Yeah, and also, like, who's gonna listen to, like, a 10-year-old?
Yeah. It's like, this isn't Pokemon. The 10-year-old does not get listened to. Oh yeah, like, that's the other thing, though, is, like, stock knowledge would be great. But, again, child, I'm not going- people aren't going to take my fucking advice, my family isn't going to take my advice just based on the nebulous, oh, I'm from the future thing, and I can't put money into stocks as a kid. It's not how it works.
Yeah.
So it's like...
What I did was... Okay, so you're gonna call me a massive fucking nerd here. I have actually memorized the largest lottery from after I turned 18.
And you just go and try and get that.
Yeah.
That's actually excellent. That is actually a really good one. Like, a lot of, like,
you know, just in case.
Jesus. Fuck that Dusknoir. Sorry for the slight distraction, there's an alpha Dusknoir over there, and holy shit, that boy is huge. He is a bit big. But yeah, like, that's the sort of thing, like, if you can get that sort of stuff done, then it would work really well, but I have sincere doubts about my ability to get that sort of stuff done, so it probably wouldn't work out in terms of, like, stock investments and stuff. So the way I would have to do it is it would have to be setting stuff up like that, or alternatively seeing if I could, like, I don't know, persuade my parents, because, like, building societies and stuff are things here, and they do, like, I think they do investment and stuff, essentially, on behalf of the kid. Like, you can't touch it until you're an adult, but it's basically, like, fucking, like, trust fund style shit, it's wild. But, like, you can set that sort of thing up. So, like, if I could figure out how to get, essentially, the ability to control where that money went, even just a little bit, then yeah, I could probably go for it, but, like, most of, like, my ability to, like, do any sort of, like, big prevent world events or win lotteries or stuff like that is pretty much impossible just due to my age.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate, so like I say, I stuck with, like, how can I get off the ground really quick? Or, like, get in on YouTube at the ground floor, get in on Twitch on the ground floor, things like that sort of stuff, where I could essentially start doing that and maybe one day make money out of that sort of thing and make it faster as well. Because the thing is I wouldn't be able to make the money off of YouTube or Twitch until I hit 18. I think it's 18 anyway, it might be 13, but, like, if I could get in on, like, a ground floor level. But the other thing with that as well is, like, here's a point where I say something I shouldn't say on the internet. When fucking Twitch was new, I was still too young for Twitch, and I would be too young for Twitch for quite a while. So it's like, I couldn't legally be streaming on Twitch for quite a while when it gets off the ground, and I think it's the same with, like, I don't remember if YouTube has age limit restrictions or anything, or if it did at the beginning.
Yeah, I think it's still got 13.
So yeah, it's like, I have no capabilities for a really long time, if we say go back 20 years or so, like, I just can't do anything for quite a while.
Like, I could get in on YouTube on the ground floor pretty much, and part of one of the things that I was always thinking of is, like, maybe I would kick off the ASMR phenomena sooner.
Yeah, that's fair.
And be like one of the ground floor ASM artists or something.
Yeah, just like doing something like that, something that you would know would get, because that would pretty much be my sort of thing as well if it was possible. Is I'd like find something that I know would get popular quickly, and try and basically just break that into something I could. That's not my fucking flying type. Into something I could actually use. But like I say, like, because of my age, I sort of have this really awkward situation where I can't do that very well. I can't get in on the ground floor and a lot of things like that when it came out. I'd have to either lie, which would be a bit awkward on like Twitch and stuff because you can just get straight banned from the platform if you do that, like really easy. You just straight up get banned if they find out that you were underage when you were on the website. Or like, I don't know, I'd have to figure out something else that I could do, and it would be really awkward.
You could get in on the ground floor of VTuber.
Yeah,
or VTubing.
Probably that. That would probably have to be what it was. Like I say, my main problem with the VTubing idea is literally just my problems with VTubers, which is the
Uncanny Valley.
Yeah, the Uncanny Valley issue, which would be an especially big problem, you know, kicking it off at the ground floor. But like, I'd just probably have to do it in such a way that I didn't have to look at my own avatar, and I'd probably be fine. It's like, so long as I'm not looking at my avatar, it would probably be okay. I just have to, but like, I probably could, like, that would pretty much be like one of the earliest things I could get in on the ground floor of, would be that. That and something like fucking stupid, like, go into Bitcoin and then get out before it goes stupid. That sort of thing.
Bitcoin started out, or Bitcoin really hit its height in like 2009 though.
Yeah, that's another problem, like. But yeah, so it would literally, like, when it came down to it, my situation would literally just have to be, like, start Twitch and stuff the second I am actually capable of doing so. Pray. That would be my sort of thing when it came to the whole, like, if everybody was simply muted this many years into the past.
Well, no, because if everybody was suddenly yeeted that many years into the past, then it would be like...
pretty fucked anyway.
Yeah, your future knowledge doesn't apply. But if it's just you...
Yeah, in that sort of case, I'm not doing too bad, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a chance. Is it a shit chance? Yes, but it is a chance. But yeah, that would be the sort of thing I'd have to do, is I'd basically just start writing earlier. Maybe start learning to draw earlier as well and try and get actually decent at art. Because, like, I can draw, but mostly digital. I'd like to be better at physical art, but a lot of the time I don't have the time to do it at the moment.
What about Swedish? Would you start Swedish early?
Probably, but I'd have to wait until Duolingo came out, more than likely. That is actually, amusingly enough, that is another thing. Like, you know, like, the infinite loops and stuff? This was kind of where my scenario usually ended up getting set up, was the idea of an infinite loops thing, because when you come down to it, you've got a lot more options with that kind of thing. But like, the thing that's nice is if I suddenly yeet my way back, I already have started the Swedish stuff, so I've already got quite a bit of a ground floor, so I could essentially skip the first unit and a half. Assuming that we basically went back like tomorrow, I could skip the first unit and a half of Swedish already, so that would take me...
Assuming...
Nice job.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's just, I paused because this bitch just self-destructed and killed itself. Nice job, dumbass. Thanks for doing your job. My job for me. But yeah, like, assuming it was like literally tomorrow or whatever, I'd straight up just be able to skip the first like, unit and a half of Swedish, so that's 2.5 years of learning straight off the bat done. And the only thing that would be weird about it would be the fact that obviously I've suddenly got knowledge of Swedish, which I should not have.
Right, but here's the thing. Depending on how young you went back to, so say you went back to like age 5 or something, you've got all that nice young person, like baby childness, brain plasticity.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong there, Shard. Not wrong at all. Would be a good way to get that dealt with. But yeah, that would be like a really nice way to be able to learn the language. When did Duolingo start as a thing?
I don't know. Do you want me to look it up?
You can look it up, yeah. Oh yeah, that too. When it comes to me, yeah, getting my back sorted out earlier would be a fucking crown jewel on the idea of getting to go back in time some number of years. Like just
2012.
2012. I could work with that, yeah. I'm not gonna say
June 19th, 2012.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say too much again because, like I say, I want to try and keep my exact age off of this end of the internet as much as possible. But let's just say that yeah, that is absolutely doable. I could be working on Duolingo at that age. My phone is a bit shit, so unless is there like a computer version or something, I could use.
Yeah, there's a browser version.
I was about to say yeah, I think there's a web app, so I could use the web app. Because my phone was a piece of shit in that year. But yeah, like I could absolutely work on that. That's an option. So that's good. But yeah, like, that would be the other thing, would be unfucking my spine. Very much would recommend doing that the second I fucking can. Yeah, why not? We'll go for Scorpy. I like Scorpy. Beach like Camp is probably fastest. So yeah, like, but other, like, there is... That's kind of my issue. Posture check. Yeah, good point, actually. Thank you. I shall sit up straight.
Me too.
I begin to think I actually need to lift my chair up a little bit or something, because I basically have my feet flat on the floor a lot of the time, and I'm sitting perfectly fine under the desk, so I don't need this. I either don't need this stupid footrest that I've got, or I need to lift my chair up some, and I'm not sure which it is. I should probably experiment with that a bit more. I have only been in this new place for a little bit, so it would be a good idea to do that.
Nope, and a hydrate.
Oh, and a hydrate. Swanky. Pause the game for a second.
Thank you, Shard.
Indeed, much appreciated. Also, the pause made me think, yeah, I should probably heal my fucking Typhlosion if I'm going to be using this against the Scorpion encounters. Might be an idea. Like, I mean,
okay.
Fire moves, but fuck it. Yeah?
So, if the entire world goes back, as of, like, tomorrow...
Yeah.
Everything's fucked.
Yeah, pretty much. That's a good way of summarizing it.
Yeah. Everything is fucked for a good, like, multiple years.
Everything is fucked endlessly, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
Everything would be a bit of a nightmare. Oh, hey, Drapion. I saw red, it got really excited, realised it was the Drapion, got really, really unexcited. I was like, oh.
Rip.
Yeah,
but
like,
if it was just one or two people, or, like, a small group of people...
Yeah. It would be quite cool in that sort of sense. Like, that would work out quite well. Especially, like, if that group of people is essentially, like, our group or whatever. Like, if we limited it to, like, the main people that interact in the Discord. So it's, like, it's me, you, Yaze, Posse, Shard, Kara, people like that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go through an exhaustive list of people I can think of right now. Like, we're not going to go through an exhaustive list of, like, everybody who we would hope to fall back through, that sort of thing. But like, if it was that kind of thing, like, that would be a really nice sort of setup, because we all know each other quite well, and we could probably arrange things quite well to unfuck each other's situations a little bit. Like, obviously, you guys can't do too much for me because I'm across an ocean to you, but, like, to each other, you guys could definitely get a good head start on things. Oxy and Tenno, if they were included, could get a good head start to their sort of thing, so it would be, like, things could be, like, started to be set up at the very least, to arrange, like, things being a bit better, which would be good.
And getting things arranged for you wouldn't be that hard, because if it was, like, if I went back to, like, age 5, and Yace went back to, like, her age 5, she'd be going back further than me.
Yeah, and it's things like that, because that would be the thing as well, is, like, age 5... for you guys is obviously a lot. It's further back than it is for me, so you guys would have more time to set things up before I even exist. Which, by the way, shoutouts to possible paradoxes, but we'll just assume that, like, it does an instant paradox solving or something, and, like, anybody who should have been sent back will be sent back, and this will exist no matter what the fuck changes you make. And we'll just... Yeah. Jesus! Something angry just yeeted a ball of mud at me and slapped me in the face mid-sentence. But, like, yeah, we just assume that there's, like, an Can these fuckers stop? Anti-paradox thing, which just, like, if you were supposed to have gotten sent back in time from this blob of whatever the fuck, then you will exist no matter what happens, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that would obviously wouldn't make the existential crisis part of this entire thing a bit better, because then you don't have to worry about what essentially started this conversation, which was the make pics not exist thing.
No!
Yeah, like, we don't have to worry about...
what started this conversation.
Well, it did a little bit. It did a little bit. There was a little bit of that starting the conversation. Either way, like, that doesn't become anything of a problem, obviously, at that point, so it's like...
Yeah. Because by the time you exist... I could probably have, like, enough money to just move to England.
Do you want to, though? I mean, to be fair, it's not as bad as America. It's still bad, but it's not as bad.
It wasn't as bad. It wasn't as bad years ago, is the thing.
Yeah, that's valid.
And by the time it starts getting bad, then we can just move to Sweden.
Yeah.
As is the plan.
Yeah. And then by the time, and then hopefully, like, Sweden is not fucked entirely by that point as well, because Sweden's having a damn good go at the moment of doing its own shit.
Yeah, well, and then if Sweden gets fucked, then we all just move to Kazakhstan or some shit.
Yeah, we just yeet out, we just buy an island.
Yeah, we just buy an island.
Come here, children. I wish to catch all of the babies. Tiny egg. But yeah, no. Like... Ow.
Right, but we're talking about,
okay, sorry,
like...
the Togepi started climbing trees again.
Oh, excellent. Okay, so Shard says 22 years ago is just barely after the Troubles. Ooh, that's... Yeah, but I'm still only, like, 22 years ago, so I wouldn't be able to do shit anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like, when it comes down to it, we're sort of in this awkward situation of, like, what exactly can we go, like, do with a lot of these things? It's like, we don't have anywhere, like, any sort of influence over anything, really. So a lot of it really does have to be, like, self-interest alone.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of what makes some of these situations really depressing. I've just realised one of my boxes is out of line with the rest of the boxes, and that's pissing me off. Let me move that real quick. I'm looking at it because it's behind my monitor, and it's just like, you're out of line, let me move that. But yeah, like, it pretty much does have to be self-interested, which it kind of sucks, but at the same time, like, it doesn't, if that
makes it easier to think about.
Yeah, like, you can't think about the big political things, you're not going to be able to influence those. Well, I don't know, Yaze might be able to. Yaze is a fucking genius.
Yeah.
Like, Yaze is
That's
terrifying.
true.
Yaze might be able to do something. Oh, I guess we're going back to the
I don't know,
Alabaster
we could
Islands
probably
to
try to get Yaze into office.
Yeah, probably. Probably even fucking work, that's the best part. Or you guys could. Again, I'm at the point where I can't do jack shit for, like, quite a while. Because even assuming that we're all sent back to 5 years old, I'm still completely incapable of assisting at all for several years.
Yeah.
Because
then again, we could get Yates to be the PM for you.
Yeah, that's true. Probably.
Because your rules don't say that they have to be born in England, they just have to be an English citizen.
Yeah, so you guys probably could arrange that a lot easier than anything else. That would probably work out.
It would be funny, at least.
It would be funny, at least. Yeah, I wake up at, like, age 5 with all these memories. It's like, right, what the fuck have the others... What the shit have you done? Why is Yaze in my country, and why is she in government? What happened?
That would actually be fucking hilarious.
That would actually be really fucking funny, yeah. I need to start looking at what the fuck outbreaks there are, like what the outbreak spread is before I come to the areas, because I keep getting shitty ones. I've got one. I've got Rufflet. And then I need to go back to get Pachirisu at some point, because Pachirisu has the berries, so literally.
We're putting you in office, Yace.
Yeah, hey Yace, we're talking about time traveling and putting you in the office as either the Prime Minister of the UK or we're gonna make you President of the US, one of the two. I haven't quite figured the details out yet, but it's looking like it might be the UK one, just because that makes it easier to get to me.
Yep.
So, you know, congrats on your appointment. You don't get a choice, apparently.
No, you don't get a choice.
To be completely fair, though, like, given that Yaze is one of the oldest of us, I don't know if exactly the oldest, but, like, definitely one of the oldest. Like, Posse is pretty much the only other one about the same age. Like, Yaze would have a decent fucking head start. Like, just setting this shit up. So really, what the situation would be more of...
Yaze.
Ouch, Yaze. But yeah, like, what the situation would be more of is just... Yaze goes back in time and starts fucking around. Everybody else has to find out and catch up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Yaze is older than Posse by a couple years.
Yeah, so it would literally be a case of Yaze goes back in time and starts fucking around. Everybody else has to go back in time and catch up.
Yeah, it would go Yaze, Posse, and then I think me.
Probably. And then
And
I think it would then be like Oxy Tenno, Ara, me, depending on who else is
Gel?
in that list. Oh yeah, Gel. Gel is
I think Gel is
around
just...
Oxy's age, a bit younger maybe, I'm not sure.
No. Gel is like 3 days older than me.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Gel and Goda would be in there somewhere. Yeah,
Yeah, Godo is older than me, I
yeah.
think.
Look, Shard, I didn't know how old you were, so I just didn't fucking mention you, okay? I don't know how old you are compared to me, so I just didn't say it. But then it's like, if Alex is in this list, then Alex is above me. Like, there's things like that. It's like, so the list kind of just... Either way, whatever happens, the situation very much becomes everybody else gets to fuck around, Pix gets to find out. Like, that is very much what this situation has become, I'm realizing. Oh hey, cool, my Typhlosion's level 100.
Hey, congratulations!
Yeah, that's great. This is a good thing to have happen randomly in the middle of this conversation about what the fuck we do time traveling.
Okay, what if it wasn't just time travel? What if it straight up was loops?
Okay, in that case, yeah, it's time to start stockpiling money in whatever metaphorical pocket I get the ability to make. Assuming that the pockets thing is a thing, and because this is the thing, are we using like loops, setup loops, where like you get the subspace pocket and stuff, or are we just talking like Groundhog Day times loop?
No, loops set up loops,
So-
where you get the pocket.
Yeah, it's very much like I'm gonna put as much cash in my pocket as possible. And just fucking keep going. Because that is, legitimately, that is pretty much what my sort of thing was with an infinite style loops. It was make pocket, have USB thing or like drive or whatever full of stories that I've written. And as many £20 as I can fit in there. And then
Do you know what kind of epic fucking D&D games we could do?
I was waiting for this to pop up at some point, because that is the other thing that comes up a lot when I think of loops and stuff, is like, depending on who's with you, imagine how fucking wild the writing sessions could be.
Yeah. It's like, fuck this loop. Like, okay, say it goes from age 5. Like, everybody wakes up at their own age 5.
Yeah,
And
so
it
it's not
goes
quite
until-
loop-like in that, like, you wake up at a specific time, it's that you wake up at a specific age.
Yeah,
is slightly
it's you wake up at a specific age,
I need the
and then
reason
it
to
just
stop.
goes until you die.
Yeah. I don't think these Risu are giving me agua, but they're not. What the shit? You're supposed to be giving me berries. This is criminal. But yeah, so like that legitimately, like I say, my entire plan with that sort of thing is as big a USB hard drive full of stories, thick and not. You fuckers can run. Right, sorry, I'm just bitching at the Pachirisu because they're being a prick. Yeah, so as many, like, fanfics as I can fit in my pocket, and, like, regular stories and stuff, poems, basically all of my writing in my pocket, and then the rest of the pocket is full of just 20s, essentially. That was my plan. The rest of the pocket is full of 20s. We're just gonna see how much money I can
could be
shove in my
evil.
box. Yeah?
I could be absolutely evil. Do you think I'd make a better J.K. Rowling than J.K. Rowling?
Yeah, probably. I mean, if you
I could just steal Harry Potter out from under her.
Yeah, that's the other thing. To be fair, as long as you can avoid being transphobic, you've already made it, so congratulations.
Yeah.
Or well, you can be as transphobic as you like, just don't do it in public, also. But like, yeah, you could probably manage that.
I like the first option better, actually.
Yeah, but like,
Just don't be for transphobic.
yeah, just don't be transphobic, it usually works better anyway. But yeah, legitimately, like, that is another thing that I've thought of, is store popular books and stuff on a hard drive and then just outdo said author or whatever, or just reprint them yourself under your name. Like, just things like that. Okay, I don't think that actually equaled me out on number of berries because they weren't giving me fucking berries when I was catching them, so that's criminal. But yeah, like, legitimately, my entire plan is just store my own writing and then start publishing as soon as possible, repeatedly. Yeah, what would I do if given the power? Crime is a good summary of how this situation is going. Crime.
Well, it's not crime if it's against transphobes.
That's also valid. It's also
I mean,
like
some
a
things are
valid
still
argument.
crime if it's against transphobes, but
Yeah, unfortunately, murder is on that list. Anyway,
murder is on that.
murder and physical assault. But anyway, none of that is relevant to the conversation. Well, it is, but it isn't relevant to the topic at hand. It's relevant to the conversation, not the topic. Which is basically just, yeah, I have the really boring one of I would take all of my own writing and just basically make a library of my own out of my own works and then just publish, because essentially what it would be a game of is publishing all of the really successful ones first in the hopes of making the less successful ones more successful in the future, sort of thing.
Here's a question, though.
Okay.
What if every time you went back around every loop...
Sorry, that needs to bouchard really quickly.
Bouchard. That's terrible.
Very terrible.
No, but
Anyway.
what if every time you went through every loop, what ones ended up popular changed?
That's fine, as long as I'm getting money out of it. Like, in the end, my entire, like, plot of this sort of thing is, like I say, it's how quickly can I make money with my stability. Like, with the stability that I get for whatever point I end up back in time at, how quickly can I get to a point of making decent amounts of money? That is really callous, and I kind of hate that that's my immediate outlook, but when it comes down to it, that is the important thing.
I mean, it's
For me.
loops, though, so it's not really callous, because it's like...
The charity
I mean,
work
what's
isn't gonna
gonna
fucking stay or anything, but it's like, okay, here's a fun existential crisis for you. Have you
Okay.
ever seen the loop idea that the loops that the loopers end actually continue on?
Yeah.
So there's one. What if that's actually what's going down? Your loop, you reset your loop when you die, but the world that you were on keeps going, like in a multiverse theory. So then it becomes a bit more callous. What the fuck is... I've just noticed what's going down with those trees in the background, man. The wind animation in this game is amazing. But yeah, like, so in that sort of sense, it becomes a bit callous, but like...
I mean,
like,
it's still not super callous, because it's like...
It's not like it's any different than what
oh
the
my god,
fucking-
oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!
Oh my god, oh my god, we got one.
Yeah!
Yay! Right in the middle of a fucking ethics debate. We love ethics debates giving us shiny Pokemon. Can I have one, please? It's been 17 fucking outbreaks. But yeah, congrats. That's Sobble, yeah?
Yay!
That's
I'm so happy.
That's the Sobble, yeah?
Yeah, that's the Sobble.
Matchy matchy.
It's periwinkle and
It's so good, yeah. I love shiny Sobble. It's so cute.
It is. It's
I still need to like evolve mine to level 100 and stuff. Because I want to have a full team of all three of them, which is why I'm trying to get hidden ability shiny Grookey at some point. Because I want
Oh,
a
that
full team
reminds
of
me.
all
Is
hidden
this one got the
abilities.
hidden ability?
Oh, it might.
Please be female. Please have the hidden ability.
It's Sniper, if that's what you're looking for.
Yes, we're giving it, Nick. It's male. Damn.
Male, damn. I don't remember, is mine female? I'd have to check, and I don't want to go to open Pokemon Home right now. But still, shiny. Hell yeah.
Yeah, still shiny. I'm gonna name it Dream, I think.
Cool. Right, let me get a drink real quick.
Shiny Sobble.
We can haul
Hell
it back
yeah.
to our incredibly insane ethics debate that's going down in the background after this.
Yeah, give me a second.
No, it's fine. You're all
Please
time in the
have
world.
the-
This is ugly as sin as a setup, so I'm gonna quickly leave again because fuck the Pokemon that are available.
Damn it!
Nah, torrent.
Yeah, but it's got perfect IVs.
Oh, that's
So-
good. Perfect IVs is good.
Or it seems to have perfect IVs, at least.
Well, either way, high IVs is still good.
Yeah.
Like, I usually just end up cheating, to be fair. With that sort of thing, I have so many fucking bottle caps from events and stuff. So I just use those.
Right.
But yeah, like, to be fair, when I'm doing competitive breeding, like, even though I can just use the bottle caps, I still tend to aim for as many high IVs as I can from the egg, because that means I have less things that I need to, you know, use a bottle cap on.
Right.
But yeah. So, yay! Well done. Okay, nothing interesting. Let me go
I'm really
reset.
happy. That
Yeah.
was a lot faster than I thought it would be.
The joys of the shiny charm, eh?
Yeah.
We love the shiny charm. It makes hunting not fucking suck.
Right. And I just gotta hatch all the rest of the eggs I have.
Yeah, no, just to check.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so back to our grand little game of this whole thing. I forgot what we were talking about. We were having an ethics debate. I forgot what we were all about. Though.
We were saying, what if the multiverse, or what if the
yeah, so like the
loops that you
multiverse
were
loops.
in-
Yeah. Also, guess
Yeah.
what? Third round in the Icelands. Is there going to be anything good? Probably fucking not. Let's find out. Yeah, I'm at 18 fucking outbreaks. As in, I have encountered 18 of the hordes, which includes the refresh hordes, and I have got nothing. I've not started. I'm not counting the Pokemon because fuck. Oh my god. That's horrendous.
What?
Look at what the fuck is this? I don't know if you've got my stream up.
I don't.
Okay, so what we have in terms of outbreaks, we have Zorua, we have Duskull Star, so it'll spawn another horde afterwards. Vulpix, Bidoof, Snorunt, Swinub, 2 Licky Tongue, 2 Abra, a Misdreavus, and 3 Ralts.
Jesus.
Yes, we're going for the Zorua and nothing else. Yeah, no, none of those are Argwav hordes either. No Argwav berries. Again. But yeah, I guess, so the sort of thing with, like, the ethics debate of the loops would just be like, you know, if you're doing essentially what I'm doing, which is just money hoarding the shit out of everything, then, well, I guess I'm not throwing Pokeballs at these things, then, like, should you be donating some of that to charity? But also at the same time, like, the thing that's the problem with the money hoard approach is, like, technically that's counterfeit money. Because it comes from a different fucking universe. So you've got to be really careful with how you use that sort of thing.
True.
Because that was kind of the thing that I always was, like, a bit on the edge about with that sort of thing, is it's useful, but it's technically counterfeited, which means that you shouldn't really, like, it's illegal using that, and that can get you in a lot of trouble.
Well, you know what's not counterfeit?
Stuff like gold and shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, like, that was actually kind of, like, hey Zoroark, that's kind of a decent, like, second thought, which is just, well, instead of hoarding money, take that money out at, like, near the end of your loop, or, like, during your loop, take that out and buy, like, gold rings, or just gold straight, and do it that way. Yeah, that's true. It's like, how they prove it's counterfeited kind of wouldn't work, because as far as everything... Yeah, dragons are onto something. Also, shoutouts to the tiny Rua that's on my screen. I'm not catching it, I've got smaller ones, but shoutouts to tiny Rua. Yeah,
yay,
like,
tiny Rua.
when it comes down to it, like, that would be the sort of thing you'd have to do, is you'd have to essentially take whatever money you'd earned during your loop, and use it to buy gold or silver or whatever, and do it that way. But you're not wrong about the counterfeiting thing wouldn't necessarily work, because to prove it, you use specific things, right? Well, it's been issued legitimately, technically. So, like, it wouldn't have the normal marks that say it's counterfeited. As far as they're concerned, it would be real.
Except for if it's money that hasn't been released yet.
Yeah, if it's that would be the only thing, is you'd have to be careful about if it hasn't been released yet. In that case, you've got a problem. So you'd have to, like, keep essentially separate boxes of, like, this is my 2019 money, this is my 2018 money, and only using that. Like, that sort of thing.
Right.
It's really awkward.
Yeah.
But yeah, it would probably end up being... Well, I don't know if we're talking crossover stuff, but I am definitely saying, like, just in terms of a loop situation. Yeah, this is such a fucking horrific set of hordes, I'm gonna go reset them. Fuck it. I'm gonna run out of Agwav berries just because I don't get any bloody Agwav berries during these stupid fucking sets.
What should I breed for next? I've got Eevee, Feebas, Nincada, Minccino, Esper, or Applin. Or Litwick.
Applin is pretty.
Is it?
I think so. It's green, I think. It looks like
it's already green.
Oh, maybe it's red. I don't remember. Which fucking...
Oh wait, no, Applin is green. Yeah, it's a green apple.
Yeah. Oh god, Vespiquen. God.
Alright, let's go with Applin. I could use a dragon type.
Vespiquen is fucking treason. But yeah, dragon types are nice. But yeah, like, if it's proper loops with, like, crossovers and stuff, then yeah, that would, like, work. But I was just thinking in terms of just base standard... Can I get some not shit fucking sets going on here, please? Sod it, we'll go to the field lands, sure, we'll see what's going on here and see if we can get anything good out of some of these hordes. Probably not, but fuck it. Yeah, like, if we're talking proper crossover loops, then yeah, but I was thinking just in terms of, or what it is it's just straight up us looping through this particular universe's timeline, or world's timeline. Because we weren't quite talking... Ew. Well, this is great. Why do I keep getting shit fucking outbreaks today? Seriously, what the fuck did I offend? Why have I been getting shit ones recently, just in general? You know what, sorry, I want Wurmple. Fuck getting another Zorua, I've already got one. I want Wurmple.
Giant worm.
Yeah, or just shiny worm would also be nice. I like Wurmple, it's good.
What's Wurmple's shiny look like?
It's purple.
Purple?
Yes, it's purple.
Excellent.
Actually, speaking of shiny Wurmple, which is unrelated to anything of this current conversation, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. I've been contemplating with my PLA fic giving her a shiny Wurmple, just because I think it would be fun, but I'm not sure if I can be bothered. But yeah, no, back to the loops thing, because that's the sort of conversation that we were having here. This worm is big. That's the conversation we're having here, is that, like, I was thinking it was literally just this world, which is why, so there's no, like, crossover loops and no getting superpowers or any of that shit. You literally just get what you are given within this universe, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like, either way...
That is the assumption I was operating under as well.
But yeah, either way, like, you're not wrong that materials are probably still the best route to go, in terms of, like, hoarding gold, silver, hoard... You know, just stuff like that, because when it comes down to it... fuck it, we'll pass by Zora one more. When it comes down to it, that's going to be the easiest sort of thing to deal with, because you can trade in that and things like that, as well as it's probably easier to store as well, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. As long as you didn't do anything stupid like go and get one-of-a-kind gems or something.
Yeah. Like, that would just be dumb.
Yeah.
Doing it as a talking point could be fun, or like just as a I did this at one point because I was bored sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then just
like a look what I have thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's the sort of thing that would be cool, but not like, you know, to sell. Hey, Zoroark. I need Zoroarks to stop spawning in the Zorua raids. I love them, I truly do, but like, they need to fucking stop. But no, yeah, it would literally just be a case of, like, not being fucking stupid a lot of the time. Like, that would be, like, half of your problem out. Your problem solving is just don't be an idiot with what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And it would probably turn out pretty much fine. Well, no, I haven't, really. Because the outbreaks I want are all the Hisui ones. Do you know which one's what Hisui Pokemon I've got the shiny of? I've got Weirdeer, and I've got Zorua. That's it. I don't have any of the others. So I've not gotten all the ones I want by now, not by even a long shot. So I'm just getting shitty outbreaks. Because I'm not getting any of the Pokemon I actually would like to see. Yeah, anyway. But yeah, the timeline thing for me really does get boiled down to I'd write as many of my stories. Because the thing is the thing that always makes me depressed about being a writer is I'm always going to have more I want to write, and I'm never going to have enough time to write all of it. And the loops take that away. So that's great for me. So it would literally just be a case of having a storage hard drive that I put all of my writing into. And keeping that with me for all of eternity, basically, and just, you know, replace it whenever it needs to be because it's gotten too old to function properly. Or, well, replace it before it gets to that point, obviously, but, like, it starts getting really old and it doesn't really run great. Okay, buy a new one, replace it, put all the stuff on there, you know, buy new ones as they get full, and just endless writing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. I was like, are we about to get horde stormed by fucking Alpha Zorua again? It's like, nope, just Zoroark. Actually less terrifying. But yeah, that would pretty much be all it was for me. Like, the thing that would be nice is because I could start trying to get published. Because the thing is no matter what happens, it's going to be difficult as fuck to get published, right?
Right.
No matter how perfect I make my writing, it's going to be problematic. So when it comes down to it, it would just be a case of having all of the stuff that I can slowly upload, having all this stuff that I can slowly work to publish, and then just being the charity dump bitch in the background. Like, you know, I'm just that person that likes to throw money at charities a lot. Because when it comes down to it, the money's basically worthless aside from, you know, getting bits of gold and stuff at the end of loops. So what I would probably end up doing is I take the money I have from my thing, from my book sales. I invest it. I take, oh yeah, these fuckers are ghost type. That's not great. I take some of that and use it to buy, you know, bits of gold and stuff that I will then use as funding for the next loop if I need them.
Right.
Meanwhile, pretty much all the rest of my money is charity. I consider it to be essentially not my money, and just throw it at charity. And that would probably be how I'd run it.
I don't think I'd throw money at charity.
Okay, this is assuming that it's a sort of multiverse style where the loop continues on afterwards. I will correct that really quick.
No. I don't think I would throw it at charity.
Okay.
I think what I would do is, find individual people.
Ah, we're going back to the cryptid scheme.
No, not the cryptid scheme. Like, there's this person on Tumblr that I really admire. But she's, like, multiply disabled and has a pretty hard time of it. But she's, like, this really good writer and editor, right?
Yeah.
So I would hire her at above industry rate to, like, edit my books, right?
Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's also a good way of doing things that I wasn't quite thinking of at the time. Yeah, that's also a good idea.
And just do that with, like, all kinds of people and all kinds of stuff. Like, oh, I need illustrations for this book. Okay, find someone who is having a hard time for some reason or another, but is really good at what they do and isn't having a good time in the industry, and hire them independently, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I think mine usually goes to charity work just because there are quite a lot of good charities for that sort of thing, and also because I have, like, fuck all knowledge of a lot of industry stuff like that. Like, I'll get better with it, but I'm not very good at that sort of thing. But yeah, that's also a good way of doing it, is essentially just... it's practically halfway to charity work in some ways, depending on how you define words. It's definitely being helpful,
right.
So... But yeah, that's also a good way of doing it. Oh, shit, I put something.
It's just... because, I've seen the work that some of these people do.
It's amazing.
And it's really, really good, right? Mm-hmm. And it's better than some of the stuff that you would find normally in the industry, or whatever.
Yeah.
So, like... you know my current project, right?
Yeah.
I'm seriously considering saving up until I can hire her to edit it for me. Once it's done.
Yeah. And yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I think that would be a thing that is also a way better way of doing it than the sort of shit that I was talking about, really.
Well, I mean, charity work is still good, and throwing money at
absolutely.
charity is always good.
Yeah. It's just sometimes it's also better to make an individual's life better as well.
Yeah.
And of course you'd be, and of course in this sort of situation, we are, like, uniquely in a situation to do that sort of thing because we have, in this situation we have both the foreknowledge of, like, all their shit going on and stuff.
Shit!
You okay?
I forgot to save until just now.
Oh yeah, you should save.
Sorry, you were saying.
No, it's okay. All I was saying was about, like, well, in this sort of situation, we have a lot of foreknowledge as well. So, depending on, like, when things start getting set up and stuff, we can quite easily be in a situation where we're hiring these people and stuff before things even get bad. really, and helping make things
Right.
better before things even get bad. Which can be good as well. I can't remember if sleeping is going to completely fuck up this outbreak, but we're going to find out, because all of it's shit anyway, so I don't care. It's not! Okay, cool. Note to self, I can actually sleep heal in outbreaks.
Hooray!
That's actually, like, really helpful, because it means I stop wasting my fucking healing items. But yeah, so it is kind of... Like I say, mine, whenever I'm, like, doing this sort of thing, I always end up feeling stupid selfish about things, because it's like, most of my focus does end up as, I'm going to make as much money as is possible, and I'm gonna hoard the fuck out of it, and just basically just do that. And I'm gonna work like that, work from that.
Right.
So it always ends up feeling stupid selfish in some ways.
I mean, yeah, it feels that way, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, you know?
Yeah.
Because, like, one of the hardest things to learn is that it's okay to take care of yourself first.
Yeah.
So,
Your own
I
oxygen
mean,
mask and all that shit.
yeah. You're not gonna do anybody any good if you're not okay.
Yeah.
And yes, this is highly hypocritical from me.
Big bit. Hi! Holy shit, guys.
Yace wrote a book.
Yep. Yeah, that is another thing as well, like, that kind of comes a little bit under the idea from earlier. I should probably stop sitting on my fucking, well, not sitting, but, like, putting my feet up on my bloody fruit. That's a good idea. But yeah, that kind of rolls a little bit into the idea earlier that came up with, like, funding small artists and stuff, and just that kind of thing, where you can do something like that. Like, that makes sense as well. Mm-hmm. And that works as well, in that sense, because it's like, oh yeah, these things have dark moves. I should probably start remembering what movesets some of these Pokemon have, considering I fucking use them. But no, apparently what I wanted to do is get my Alakazam killed. Yeah, no, like, that is the sort of thing that I think would be a good idea to do, is like, you know, funding small artists, funding businesses or people that have ideas that don't necessarily have the money to do it, just stuff like that would be good. Especially if, again, we're working on that particular variant where the universe kind of carries on after you start dying off. Like, you die off and reset your loop, and then the universe continues on with you just completely ignorant of that fact. Like, that is...
Buy Amazon before Jeff Bezos becomes an asshole.
Yeah, things like that. Just doing stuff like that would be essentially what it would be. You know, put money in Facebook. Enough money in Facebook that you have a good stock of it, because it makes a lot of money out of it.
Well, yeah, but it's also evil as fuck.
Well, yeah, but if you put
Then
enough
again,
money
if you
in
put
it
enough
early
money
enough,
into it,
then you
then
start
you
getting
could...
some good control over it, and then you can make it less fucking terrible. Things like that.
Okay, yeah, no, you're right, yes.
It's essentially the buy Amazon thing, but with less steps, extra steps rather,
Yeah.
of stocks instead of actually fucking outright purchasing it. Because the thing is if you outright manage to purchase something like that, there's going to be questions. It depends on when you do it, obviously, but there's going to be questions. Yeah, creating it before it comes out is also an option, like stuff like that. But like when it comes to like purchasing Amazon or whatever, there's going to be questions of where the fuck you got that money. But if you can just buy a decent number of stocks, you make money off the stocks, you then get to buy more of the stocks, hopefully, and essentially if you've gotten early enough, you have already gotten in on the ground floor of this situation enough that you can probably get some kind of decent controlling interest in it. And then you just go from there. Note, this is coming from bitch who knows jack shit about the real world and probably doesn't know if she's talking out of her ass or not. But hey, there's like...
No, I mean, from what I know, that seems straightforward enough and logical enough.
Yeah, so it's like, it's that sort of thing. It's just doing it early enough and not fucking it up and stuff like that, which is, holy shit, this Griffin's tiny. The bit of a difficult bit, but the rest of it, like... I should probably stop getting my ass kicked Like, possibly I should stop talking for a minute so I can maybe not get my shit beaten out of my description. But yeah, like that sort of thing where you just like sort of set things up in a way that means that people are less garbage. And hopefully making things a bit better for when you end your loop and go to the next one would be good. But yeah, like set it up so like either you start these businesses before they happened, or just outright buying enough controlling interest in them very slowly. Both of those are good options. In my case, it probably would end up being... The thing is, the other thing that's nice about the stock thing is you're not running this fucking company, technically. It's not your job. You'd have to deal with it.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Whereas if I just straight up bought Amazon, I'd then have to also deal with the fact that I am now running Amazon, and that is more pressure than I would like. So it's like, I think what I'd rather do is just attempt to controlling interest the stocks a little bit. Yeah, this really is the kidnapping stream. A lot of Driftblim here. There's another horde of Driftblim as well. If the rain's still going, we can go check on that one. But yeah, like that sort of thing would be probably how I'd do it, is just go for good amounts of controlling interest in stocks and stuff, rather than having to run a fucking business myself.
Yeah, that's fair. That's probably the smarter option, too.
The thing is as well, though, is the other thing that I would end up doing is just hoarding the shit out of, like, education diplomas and stuff, because, especially for me, I get 4 years free university. What degree do I feel like collecting this time? Is essentially what it would end up being. Because it's like, I'm doing this degree currently, right? How about next time I go for something related but not quite the same, and I do like the English lit, or I do the film degree, or I go completely out there and do the history degree, or I go really far out there and try for the science degree. Am I a bit shit at science? Yeah. Could I probably try and learn? Might as well. I've got infinite time to get good at math.
Right.
That's
it would
really
be cool to try to do something like computer engineering or something like that.
Yeah, like that sort of thing. But yeah, like the thing with me as well is, like I say there, I've got infinite time to get good at math. I am terrible at math, but I've got infinite time to get better. I've got infinite time to figure out how to learn math in a way that works for me. And do the same with like science stuff. I've got all the time in the world to figure out how to do this better. And that is the thing that would be really nice about it. Because, yeah, I've got all the time in forever to figure out how to learn these things better than I would normally.
Dude, do you know how many fucking podcasts I would sponsor? Welcome to Night Vale, The Adventure Zone.
Yeah, quite a few options, really.
Yeah. We could get it on the ground floor of Hollow Knight.
Oh yeah, like stuff like that is a thing as well. Like you can get on the ground floor of so much stuff. I've got a few minutes to spend. I'm gonna quickly grab some gravels and I'm just gonna go yeet gravels at Pokemon real quick.
Fair enough.
Why not? Fuck it, let's rank everybody up. I've got so many of these fucking things. Like I've got more than a fucking 100 of them. I might as well at least rank my level 100s up. But yeah, like, just doing stuff like that is essentially what I would end up doing if I was in a time loop like that sort of thing. Because the thing as well that is nice about the writing thing, I keep going back to this writing thing, but that's because it's kind of my main big gig, is like, I then also have infinite time to improve my writing and improve my research around my writing, which is also lovely. So it's like,
I think I would gain... Oh, sorry.
No, go on.
I think I would take the time and gain a lot of skills.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like
learn carpentry or woodworking.
Yeah, just random craft skills. Just do things. Because that's the thing that's nice about it is you've got all the time in the world. Do I want to go and learn blacksmithing? Not really. Am I going to do it anyway because I can? Yeah, might as well. It's like, would I absolutely fucking hate it? Yeah, probably. Am I gonna do it anyway? Might as well. Plus, for me, it's got a cultural bonus, so that's always nice. I probably actually could have found somebody to teach me blacksmithing around my, like, area where I lived. Because we've got a really...
I mean, I know I could have done glass blowing in my first year in college.
Yeah, so, like, something like that. Like, just random craft skills would be so much fun. Because, like I said, I'm gonna keep fucking saying it because it's true. All the time in the world.
All the time. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because that's the thing, like I say, the only problem I would end up having is I'd end up with, like, loads of certificates and stuff that have dates, like, several years in the future because of the fucking collection. But it's like, so you know the Center of Excellence thing, right? I don't know if I've talked about it on stream, but I've definitely talked about it in the Discord enough. It's essentially just a really nice education center that does certifications, and they are credible certifications. I looked into them a little bit before we started this stuff. Not this stream, before I started doing these certifications. And yeah, they're a bit expensive, but they do sales really often, right? Like, currently they've got a 3 for 50 or like 58 or something. Usually one course is about 130, and they're currently selling 3 for 60 quid.
Damn.
I think it's from like certain courses only sort of thing, so it's like you're not like free reign on any course on our website. But they do sales so often. They've got one up at the moment for science fiction writing. I've got one for mystery writing to do. I've got a library science course to do, things like that. Like, there's so much stuff. I'd start learning this stuff just for fun. Like, they've got, like, the quote-unquote, like, quack stuff, like the quack doctorates and stuff like that, right? So, you know, it's the really depressing ones that it's like, this isn't even a real thing or anything, you know, it's just, you just kind of look at it and it's like, what the fuck is this? It's like the bullshitty ones, the meditation
homeopathy.
And, yeah, homeopathy, things like that, the ones that are totally fucking bullshit and scams. I'd learn it anyway. I'd do it anyway. So why the fuck not? I've got all the time in the world to do this. I can afford it, given a couple of, like, good loops with collecting things, I can afford it. Any reason not to? Not really. Like, why not? Just learn this bullshit, who cares? So that would literally be what I'd end up doing, is I'd just sit there, gathering bullshit skills, because I could. And even the less bullshit ones as well, like, you know, blacksmithing and carpentry and shit like that. Shit like that. Just wanna learn something new? Yeah, why not?
I would spend an entire loop with horses, I think.
Yeah, that would also be fun, like animal stuff as well, just why not?
Yeah, like, just become a zookeeper one loop. Why not?
Because that's the other thing as well, is there's no, like, saying that you have to do the same thing every loop, which I think we've just kind of demonstrated by the fact that I said that one of my main things would be fucking skill monkeying and going for random degrees. Also, shoutouts to I have now completely EV maxed my entire party.
Hell yeah.
I love doing
Also, shoutouts to Posse for being tired for no reason.
Rest in peace. Tired is
Sorry,
stupid.
Posse.
Yeah, being tired for no reason is very stupid, and I apologize that this is happening. Good fucking lord. I have a 363 in my special attack, and it's the lower stat. Like, it's the stat that's getting lowered. My fucking thing is an adamant nature, apparently.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, it's an adamant nature Typhlosion, and it's still got 363 special attack. My Alakazam is modest, and it has 447.
Jesus.
That's wild, actually, what the fuck. I have 408 attack on my Staraptor, and it's not even at level 100 yet. There's some great shit on this team, it's hilarious. But yeah, like, that would be the thing with loops, is just skill monkeying. Oh hey, Rufflet, let's try for those, why not? Skill monkeying the fuck out of everything would be so much fun. And like, just pick random jobs. Because the thing is as well, is it doesn't matter if the job doesn't really make you money. Or any... Yes, take a random capture, good plan. Didn't accidentally press a button wrong or anything. Like, it doesn't matter if the job makes you 0 money for an entire loop. Who gives a fuck?
Right,
You
you've
sure
still
don't.
got...
Yeah, you've still got your entire pocket full of goodies. Plus, it's not like it matters. Just on to the next loop if something goes dramatically wrong, who cares?
Yeah, I mean, granted, there's going to be, like, experiences you don't want.
Yeah. There will inevitably be the unlucky experience where you are hit by a car halfway through your loop and end up dead, or
you starve to death because of really bad decisions.
Yeah, or like you get really ill, things like that, and you just end up dying, you get like cancer or some shit. You know, things will go wrong. Things will go wrong and things will go bad. But the thing with the loops is, who gives a fuck? You get a new next life. It's literally just like, on to the next one. Okay, it's depressing, but you'll get to do it.
Yeah. But like also.
I did not mean to throw an Ultra Ball at that. Oh, well, everything's pissed
You
at me.
could be one of the most well-researched people in the world for your writing.
Yeah.
If you want to write a story that needs this specialty knowledge, take a couple of loops. Go
Just
learn that
it,
specialty
yeah.
knowledge.
Yeah, because it's like, why the fuck not? And that's actually kind of what I meant when I was saying as well, like, I'd take the quack courses. Because there's some bullshit in there, but hey, I now know a lot about these things and can thus use them in my writing. Yeah, that is the thing, yeah, to starve to death during a loop like that probably requires a lot of really bad decisions. But like, yeah, that probably
your
would be
readers
what happened.
complain that it's more realistic.
Yeah, probably should. Yeah, to starve to death probably requires a lot of really poor decisions, but like, it is still probably an option. It might happen.
Yeah, it's something that could happen.
Like, you probably wouldn't, because by the time you like, it would probably be like an early loop thing before you've probably got things established and stuff, but like, that's a tiny ruffling. It would still probably happen eventually. Look at how fucking small this duck is, man. He's so cute. I love him. Anyway, like, that's the thing, because the bullshit can happen, because when it comes down to it, you're not going to be in control of everything.
Right. I mean, how many times have we come close to nuclear war in the last, like, few years?
Yeah, so that's the sort of thing, like, you could accidentally nuke wars because you were doing something. It's like, you're gonna fuck things up just by existing with future knowledge sort of thing. Especially at, like, age 5. Like, no matter what happens, something will eventually go wrong. Yeah, like, mental breakdowns and insanity and stuff is also a massive fucking threat. As shown by the standard loop stuff, but that's kind of what, like, the friend group net helps a little bit more with that, because we are talking in this case of the loop collective, not, like, the one person doing the loop on their own.
Yeah.
So, like, there isn't, like, the sort of PTSD thing that nobody understands, because we do have an entire group of people that are a Discord call away that do get it. They are also doing the same thing. Like, the people I'd be more worried about would be the ones that were more isolated from the rest of that group, like, physically speaking.
So, like you?
But yeah, like me, actually, yeah. Because, like, you, obviously, you've got yays, like, right fucking there.
Well, the thing is,
like,
I don't, actually. Like, starting at age... If we're starting at age 5...
Yeah. Starting at age 5, you don't really... So, yeah, like,
yeah,
the
I
early
don't have
years,
any...
Yeah, the early years for all of us would suck major balls, but the second we can actually get into contact with each other again, it would definitely start helping. Also, all of us probably ended up with therapy degrees at some point. just because,
Yeah,
like,
we're just all each other's therapists.
yeah, because, like, it's not like you can talk to this, like, to anybody else about this anyway. Might as well just break all of the fucking therapy rules that go on.
Well, you
there
can.
Well, yeah,
I mean, you just end up
in an asylum.
with a... No, not in an asylum, because the only reason they would commit you to an asylum is if you're, like, a danger to yourself or others, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
But delusions aren't enough to just get you committed.
Okay, fair enough. Fair and valid.
And that's what would be considered as just delusions.
Fair and valid. So yeah, technically we could go to therapy about this shit.
Yeah.
Nah, that's not gonna. You're not gonna win that one. Sorry, Shard. You're not gonna win that one.
Yeah. Sorry, Shard, that's not happening.
Yeah, that is a futile effort. You can have all the fucking loops in the world, that's a futile effort. But yeah, like, in the end of things, like, I think it would be interesting. It probably wouldn't be fun, but it sure would be interesting.
What if we knew there was a definite endpoint to the loops? Like, what if we had, say, okay, there's going to be 2 million loops. That's it. That's all you get.
That's interesting, because some of that is, like, that's both good and bad. Because it's got the good bonus of, well, you know it'll end eventually. sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the problem with that would then become, well, you'd eventually get used to this whole loop thing, and you'd probably have a lot of fun doing it, or at the very least you'd enjoy being able to do it with, like, the friend group that you've got. So it's like, when it gets, like, close to the end of things, it would probably... shit, fucking loops.
Be really sad.
Yeah, it would probably be really sad.
Yeah.
Plus, like, then there's the sense of time running out still. It's further away, yeah, but you've still got that sense of, well, eventually time is going to run out. Eventually I'm not going to have these options anymore. I need to do everything as fast as I can. I don't know if that's
just life.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just life, is like, okay, eventually time's gonna run out, I'm going to die eventually.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things, because I sort of... Oh, cool. Coronet Highlands Outbreak. Let's see if anything good comes out of this one. Is, like, one of the things I liked about, or I like about time loop style things like this, is that sense of forever. There is no time running out. There is no, you need to do this as fast as possible because eventually you'll die and so you need to leave that mark before you do. There's just possibilities literally going on for forever.
Right.
Once again, I've got a shit horde set. Excellent. So I think, that's the thing, like, I would much prefer never-ending loops to loops where I had a confirmed end date, if only just because I would really prefer to just have the forever. Like, yeah, sure, I'd probably eventually go fucking crazy from the forever, but having the knowledge that eventually I will run out of time is the worst for me. There is a reason my mental health is garbage, and it's because I am constantly in the feeling of, well, I've got to get this done now, because eventually I'm not going to have the ability to do it. And that day gets closer and closer. So it's like...
That sucks.
Yeah, so it's like, for me, mentally speaking, I'd probably actually do better with endless loops. Yeah, either one where you have to opt out of it or something like that, like, so I can eventually get to the point where, like, okay, I am truly sick of doing this. I would like to stop now. But not the knowledge of a definite endpoint.
I think I would almost prefer... Oh, sorry.
No, go on, you can go ahead.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
I think I would almost prefer knowing that at some point it would end, but not knowing when.
I guess, but that, again, for me, that gives me the same problem of, well, the sort of mini-crisis going down there of, well, I've got to get everything done, and I've got limited time, so I've got to prioritize. Essentially, my problem is I would automatically attempt to prioritize the most useful things. Even if
you wouldn't do really fun things.
Yeah, it's like I wouldn't necessarily, like, fuck around and find out, essentially, especially in terms of, like... Because the thing is like, if I have infinite time and infinite loops, there might be a time where I just say fuck it and become, like, a nuclear engineer. Is this probably gonna kill me really fucking quick? Yeah. Am I gonna possibly have a good time doing it? Also, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. The draw to me is the get out of anxiety free card, because I have no problem at all then with just fucking about, essentially, because I can just sit here and go, what do I want to do? Nuclear engineer? Yeah, sure. Is this gonna kill me in 20 years? Yeah, sure. Fuck it, why not? Who cares? It's just something else that I can do with it. Whereas if I knew that I had 2 million loops, I would probably not necessarily be counting it down, but I'd definitely be sort of staring at it going, well, I don't want to do a loop where I do a nuclear engineer, because that's going to essentially lose me one of my loops a lot quicker. I'm going to have to try and draw all of my loops out to get as much out of them as I can, things like that. So that's where the problem would end up being, if it was like limited time loops or whatever. If it was opt out at the end, that's fine, because then I can literally just say, well, I've got all the time in the world, essentially, to fuck around and find out. If I inevitably, or if I ever actually get bored of doing that, then yeah, I can just say, no thanks, no more, take me out of this place. But I'd never have that sort of impending doom of time running out on me.
That's fair. I think I think I like the opt-out idea better too, actually, when you put it like that.
Yeah. Because like I said, one of the worst things for me is the feeling that time is running out on things. It's why I hate doing... It's actually why I tend to hate, like, doing things in general, because I always feel like I have to prioritize what I'm doing to make sure I am getting the most out of whatever I'm doing. Which is bullshit. Like, I could spend the rest of my fucking days doing nothing, and it's like, I'm still me, and I have still done at least something, because I am a person, and that is, like, there is inherent value in being a person. Yeah? But when it comes down to it, my anxiety looks at it and is like, yeah, but you haven't prioritized this well, you haven't done this, and you haven't done that, and you haven't really done anything that is going to leave a mark. What the fuck is aggroed on me? I don't have, like, as much as I don't have to leave a mark, my brain insists that, like, yeah, you've got to do at least something that people will remember, even if, like, it's such a low chance, like, you've got to do it. So when it comes down to it, it would be better, essentially, to have endless time, just because it doesn't matter if people remember me or not at that point, because I'm just going to get another life to do it in anyway. I could spend an entire loop doing something completely irrelevant. I spend an entire loop working as the guy who tunes the piano in the back of an office, in the back of like a big fancy house or something. Because it doesn't matter if nobody remembers me, I'll get another loop to do something that makes people remember me. For now, I can have a chill loop where it doesn't matter.
Right.
That would be the sort of like way that it would go with me, at least. That would be like, as fucking horrible as it probably sounds, that is actually better for my mental health than normal fucking life. Because when it comes down to it, yeah, maybe I'll go a bit crazy from being stuck in an endless time loop, where nobody believes that there's this time loop going on and I have limited contact with the rest of my support group, but at the same time, I have, like I have said repeatedly through this entire thing, I have all the time in the world. And that's what makes it, like, the loop thing better for me.
And one of the things that you could do is, I wonder if Discord would still run as an app without Discord existing yet.
Probably not,
like, is that...
with the servers, but maybe? Who knows?
Oh right, it would need the servers, I'm a dumbass.
It would need the servers, that's the thing. But like,
yeah.
I guess the one way we could do it is after this first loop thing has happened, because the thing that has always been a thing with me in the time loops is like, if you don't have a ping or anything to know that there are other people here and know who they are, it's really fucking difficult to sort of air this kind of thing. But if essentially we all went back tomorrow, but we all had like the full knowledge that the rest of this group has come back with us, we set up specific email addresses or something. So like, there is a list that we have in our pocket that is the email address of every single other member of the group, and every time you use this email address. So I have an email address set up to Shadow Pixel, right? And then you have one set up to Calico Fox. And every single time without fail, we make sure to get those emails as fast as we fucking can. And that's our communication system until like the social medias start popping up properly.
Right.
And doing it that way.
The only problem with that is that I think Yace and Posse are both old enough, and I think me and Gel are also old enough, and Godo, that Gmail wasn't a thing until I was like 13, 14.
Well, we could always figure out another email service. I sort of went with Gmail because that's the one I think of when I think of email a lot of the time, but like, fucking Beyond or whatever the shit my mother uses, things like that, like, just a random email service that we can use at the start of the loop before things like Facebook and Discord and all that get set up that we can then go to instead.
Right.
Just some kind of, like, communication, like, designated spot. Why am I going for Ponyta? I've got a shiny Ponyta. Fuck it, why not? I'm bored. I'm paying that much attention to my game. I like looked at it, I was like, oh, hey, shiny Ponyta's cool. I think I have two. Like, I have one from this game, and then I have one that I think I have in a different game. Yeah, I have one from Auras, so I have two shiny fucking Ponyta. Why am I going for Ponyta? But yeah, like, no matter what the situation is, sort of thing, like, setting something up that we can do that with. Yeah, like, that as well. Jesus, you people are all terrifying, by the way. People telling me that, like, you were some of the first Gmail users and stuff, like, that's actually horrifying to me. What the fuck is going on here? I feel like a baby every single time I talk to people. Yeah, like, Hotmail would be around going back 22 years, but we're talking more going back, like, to 5 years old.
Yeah.
So, like, obviously
Which
for some
is
people that's the fucking 80s. So for some people that's a very far, that's like a lot. Like, you're practically pre-internet sort of age, like, it's fucking terrifying.
That's true, and yes, we could set up an IRC and bulletin board.
Yeah, like, there's options for, like, what we could do, kind of, to set up communication with each other early on. But, like, I just kind of went with email, because that was the first thing I thought of, but, like, it doesn't necessarily have to be email. It could be anything.
Right.
Oh, hey, Callie. Look who it
What
is.
up?
It's your friend.
Whom's?
It's our friend. The Alpha Miss Magius.
Yeah!
There she is. But yeah, like, so setting up just something that we could use as a communication system really early on, and just doing that sort of shit. Like, doing it that way, essentially. And then eventually Discord comes back, or we just fucking set up Discord, one of the fucking two. And then do it that way. Well, technically, that's a thing as well, is like, eventually we could probably get to the point where, between the lot of us, we have enough programming knowledge to just say fuck it and set up our own chat rooms and stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, the money and the ability and all of that crap to just do it ourselves. So, like, in the end, we eventually get to a point where it doesn't matter what the fuck support services, like, we don't need to rely on other people as our support services, because we'll do it ourselves. Yeah, shit. Ah, shit. Sorry, things are trying to murder me.
Oh shit, sorry.
No, it's fine. There was just stuff trying to kill me, it's fine.
One of the good things about it would be that we could have, like, really nice laptops in our pockets. So,
Yeah.
like,
That thing.
I would be going back to, like, 95, 96, right? So, having even just a low-tier laptop from this time
Yeah,
would
that's really
be...
powerful compared to it. And it's the same really for me as well. But yeah, like, so eventually it would, like, kind of get to the point where we can basically set up our own support service for this sort of thing. I probably could handle setting up an IRC, but I don't know what fucking time it is. Oh yeah, the laptop would absolutely hate running programs and complain about security issues and stuff. It would suck balls, but, like, at the same time, this is a thing that can happen. Plus, like, the other thing that's nice in this sort of sense is I can then, again, I'm not even gonna kid you when I say that this is a thing I have thought about a lot when I've thought about the doing Twitch streaming thing. Because I have legitimately thought, like, how would I hide having a decently, like, high-end gaming laptop from, like, whatever several years in the future from my parents in order to be able to do the streaming? And obviously it's a lot easier in terms of an actual proper loops thing with, like, crossover loops and stuff, because at that point it's just wait until I get a Harry Potter loop and learn how to do a silencing charm. And then just...
And a dissolution
charm. Just, like, charm the shit out of things in my room so that I can do streams without them noticing. Or, to be fair, what I was thinking with the silencing / muffling charms and stuff is just muffling the shit out of my room and streaming at midnight. And just doing it that way.
Oh, yeah, that'd do it.
Just completely fucking avoid that, like, the parent stuff entirely, and just do it at, like, 3 AM. I have not got a shiny, no. It sucks balls. That's why we're currently sitting at 30 bloody hordes without a shiny. It's awful. And I'm gonna try and do one more, I think, before I call this one quits. Yeah, that's fair. To be quite honest, I haven't really been paying attention to what's been going on my stream. So,
yeah,
like,
that's a mood.
Don't worry about it. I've not really been paying attention either. I've been talking about this shit instead. Well, no, this has been a good one. I liked this particular topic. This has been a good one.
Yeah. So, like, okay, that leads me to... So you're the one who brought up proper loops with, like, crossovers and everything. Where do you think your first crossover loop would be? Not, like, what would you want it to be, but, like, where do you think it would be?
Well, that's the thing, because there's no real knowledge of, like, how the fuck those happen. So it really would have to be a what do I want it to be more than a where do you think it would be, because there's no knowledge of what the fuck causes them or anything. Holy Jesus.
Fair enough. Where would you want it to be?
There is an outbreak of some kind in every fucking area.
Are you kidding me?
There's a mass outbreak of Glalie, a mass outbreak of Gyarados, a mass outbreak of Golbat, a mass outbreak of Budew, and a massive mass outbreak in the coastlands.
Do Golbat. Golbat's a cool shiny.
Golbat is disgusting as a shiny. Crobat is
Wait,
cool.
is it green?
It's green. Crobat is cool. It's
Never mind.
green.
Why did it...
I also do already
Yeah.
have a Crobat from Oraz.
Never mind then.
I got one from hoarding counters in Oraz. Yeah, fuck it. We'll go for the coastlands again. I haven't done much in the coastlands because there's not really a lot of things that I wanted, or I didn't think there was. There's a quillfish, and that was about it at this point, really. But Riolu can be found here too, so that's neat.
But yeah, say it's our friend group looping.
Yeah.
Say we always loop to the same place.
Yeah, honestly, probably it would end up being something stupid and Grindup, which would suck balls. I think the ones that I'd like the most... Oh yeah, Basculin. That's a Pokemon I don't have a shiny for yet. Fucking piece of shit escaped me. I think...
Yay, so you want to think about that phrasing for a second?
No. No, I think that phrasing needs to stay exactly as it is, actually. Anyway, but no, like, I think some of the most useful ones, because I'm gonna go with most useful rather than go with, like, ones I'd want the most or anything. Or, like, ones we think, nah, can't shush, not allowed, have to talk, my job. But, like, the ones that I would probably want, like, the most, like, Harry Potter loop would be good, Naruto would be okay, in some sense. I'm not really sure, actually, what else. That's actually kind of funny. Like, you'd think I'd have more of an idea, but it's mostly, like, Harry Potter, Naruto, like, places where I can get magic or, like, cloning abilities, things like that, for the most part, and then...
There's better magic than Harry Potter.
Well, yeah, but it's got a good structure, is the thing. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Naruto is great for shadow clones, and that's pretty much the only reason I would want it. That, and also because shooting fireballs would be fun sometimes, but, like, that's about it. But the other thing that's neat about Naruto is the disguises. In terms of illusion magics, which is also partly the Harry Potter thing, glamours and stuff in that. Illusion magics and stuff would be nice, in terms of when it comes to... Well, yeah, it is also assuming that you end up as a witch or wizard. That is a point. But, assuming that we did all in fact loop in witch wizard capable, blah blah blah, it's useful because, at least for me, then, again, the streaming thing. I don't need to rely on the VTuber thing to be able to hide my face online. Because I can just pop an illusion up, or pop, like, whatever the fuck they're called in Naruto, one of those, like, little shapeshifts.
Henge.
Yeah, henge, that's what they're called. One of those little shapeshift henges up, and just go from there, and do it that way. And that would obviously be, like, the most useful thing for me, and, like, appearing older when I'm actually still, like, pretty young, so I can do things outside without being, like, you know, assumed to be lost and taken back to the police station or whatever. Like, things like that. It's just kind of the situation of being able to have the freedom to do stupid shit, which would be nice. And, like, again, the clones is just good in general. The clones is just good. Yeah.
What about Star Wars?
Star Wars would be interesting. Star Wars is fucking terrible. Not gonna lie. As a universe, it sucks balls.
Reformation.
Oh. Okay, that's a different story. Mostly due to the fact that we don't know shit about pre-Rus and Reformation stuff, so it would be really interesting just in terms of, like, fucking around and finding stuff. And also, I'm gonna say it again, interesting from a fic perspective, because hey, now I have a bunch of interesting knowledge about pre-Rus and Reformation Star Wars that I can use for fics.
Which, yeah, that would be cool as hell, actually.
Yeah, it'd be great fun. Yeah, Star Wars utterly depends on what parts are canon. If fucking Anya Kuro, or whatever the hell, I don't know exactly how you say it, because there's a little apostrophe between the A-N and the Y-A in her name, so it's more like Anya Kuro. Either way, if she fucking exists, everything sucks balls and everything's awful.
Why? What does she do?
Okay, so Anya Kuro is the woman known as the Dark Woman, who I believe I have mentioned to you before, but to give you a recap, have I ever told you about John Antilles?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is his master. This particular Jedi is the one that believes you should not have a name, because a name then means that you own yourself, and Jedi are not supposed to own things.
Seriously?
Hold on, shiny fucking onyx.
Hell yes, shiny onyx.
I didn't notice the sparkle until the end of the sparkle. Like, the sparkle effect played in my headphones. I was too busy getting prepared for a really good Star Wars rant to realize that it was playing. Oh, that is gonna be a fucking wonderful highlight to do in the future. I'm gonna have to do that highlight in the next couple days, because that is a really good one. Because literally, you get me all geared up for a good rant, and then this fucking onyx cockblock me.
Honestly, I thought you choked on your breath.
Nope, I just got cockblocked by an onyx. It's fine. Oh, that's hilarious. That's without a doubt one of the better shiny reactions I've had in a while.
That's hilarious.
That's
actually
really good, yeah. That's fucking funny. That sucks balls because that's such a garbage shiny. And I could have had shiny Basculin or something because I was just in a Basculin board. But that's fucking funny. 31 today. I need to reset the counter. Let me just edit counter, set to 0. Okay. That's fucking hilarious. I don't tend to have like really good shiny reactions a lot of the time because I tend to just kind of react by going, oh hey, shiny whatever, and then moving on. So that's actually a really fucking funny one because it was like, yeah, Steelix is also kind of a crap shiny. It's kind of depressing, but like I basically just got cock-blocked by a shiny Onyx. Let me have this. That was funny.
That was great, yeah.
Like, it's always really funny when I'm like watching shiny reaction videos or whatever, and I'm like, wow, they milk out like 20 minutes of looking at this shiny. I'm done in like 5 because what I do is I show catching the shiny, and then I'll like show it off a little bit at the end, and that's it. Because I don't care most of the time, or like I'll stop quickly to look at the nature and stuff really quick, but other than that, like, what the fuck matters? It's like 5 minutes. So I never end up with good shiny reactions as compared to most people. That was a good one.
That was a good one,
fucking
yeah.
funny one.
You're gonna have to start at the beginning of, like, what about Star Wars?
Yeah, I'm gonna, like, the context for this is so fucking awful, because we're just talking about Anya Kuro, fuck that woman, and then just Onyx. It's fucking great, I hate it. Where's the fucking last Onyx? There's at least one more somewhere, apparently. Where is it? But yeah, that is hilarious. I love it. Where the fuck is it? It says that there's at least one more. There he is. But yeah, so yeah, Anya Kuro is the particular Jedi. Yeah, starting at the Anya Kuro thing probably is like a decent bit of context because we're not talking about the time loops or any of that bullshit going on in the middle of it. So actually, yeah, starting at the Star Wars point gives us more questions, I think, because I've then got to explain the time loop bullshit as well. Just starting at the
which is hilarious.
Well, yeah, but like I'm gonna have the entire VoD up anyway, so it's fine. That gets its own context.
Yeah,
and
okay,
stuff.
that's fair.
I can't hit the button to say like since last shiny because technically that was the shiny horde. There has been no like since last shiny. We just got one. That's wild. But yeah, anyway, yeah, Anya Kuro is the, like I say, she is the Jedi who believes that Jedi should not have names, and so John Antilles isn't actually his name. He did not have a name until after he became a knight. Oh, he's also one of the reasons that like you don't let people become Padawans too early because he was a knight at like 13 or some shit. Like he was raised as a Jedi Padawan, so he had done all of the Padawan lessons by like 13 or some shit. It was ridiculously early. So yeah, he's a fucking nightmare character. Yeah, she's also known for training a notorious Jedi Slayer who, Aura Singh, who becomes a bounty hunter. and is a Jedi Slayer because she is also a Darksider. She believed that her master left her to be stolen by pirates or something. We don't know if it's true or not, but that's what she believes, and so she hunts Jedi because of it. So yeah,
Great.
as you can probably gather from this entire situation, she a bit of a bitch. But yeah, at least she gave us John Antilles, who's fairly cool. But yeah, the entire thing with Antilles is literally that is a cover identity that he then proceeded to use as an actual name because he doesn't have a name, essentially. Can you stop fucking running? Thank you. So yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, that's
Like I say, Star Wars has some
pretty
shit.
fucked up.
Yeah, Star Wars has some fucked up shit if you actually like pay attention for more than 10 minutes to it. But like, most people don't.
Dude, you know where the best place to get resources would be?
Go on.
Minecraft.
I cannot believe we did not think of that earlier. Also, I've just realized I've got to be really fucking careful wondering it. The fuck was that? It just fucking disappeared. I threw a Pokeball at it, it wobbled in place and disappeared.
What the hell?
I'm so confused. But yeah, I've got to be really careful with this Piplup one because there's the stupid fucking charm. The fucking robbers from this game. There's one of them hanging out here, and if I get too close to them, they try and fight me. And I don't want to deal with that
I
shit right
see
now.
literally no reason why Minecraft resources wouldn't translate into the real world.
Yeah, like,
It's diamonds, gold, iron, and copper.
it would especially be terrifying though, because it is fucking 9 pieces to a block, right? You know that those are...
And a block is like a meter across.
Yeah, it's a cubic meter of metal. So you are hauling around cubic meters of gold and shit in your pocket.
I'm fine with this.
Minecraft is fucking OP in this kind of situation. And I really want to stop this fucking hunt because the rest of this all sucks balls and I need to go stare at this stupid thing. Well, yeah, I guess that's the thing too. Like, are they some kind of weird block that shares the name or are they actually the resource? That's fair. For the sake of the argument, let's play that they're actually the resource. And now, for the sake of my society Discord, because they keep bitching at me that I never post my shinies, I will take a picture of this thing. there's a specific
like...
Discord for shinies, and people are like, do you actually like get shinies? I know you shiny hunt. And it's like, yeah, but I forget to post them because I usually do it when I'm streaming. So I'm just taking.
So it's been like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Do you want to like?
Yeah, I was just thinking we should probably wrap it up a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was a good one. I love that you can change it to be like the shiny color in this Pokédex. It's really nice. You can just click the button and it changes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a really good conversation topic. This reminds me a lot of... I'm pretty sure I'm done with the Star Wars rant. I mean, I'm happy to rant more about Anya Kuro, but that requires me pulling up Wikipedia really quick to make sure I'm actually getting the details right. Because I don't like accidentally spreading misinformation about the bullshit I'm ranting about. But yeah, like, when it comes down to it, I am absolutely 100% down to continue this rant, but not right now. I'd like to put this down and I'd like to stop talking for a bit because my throat starts to hurt a bit.
Yeah.
So I should probably stop, yeah. It'd be a good idea.
Yeah. Good plan.
Oh, it's an offshore. I was like, the fuck is this Pokemon that's just passed out? I was like, what the hell is this thing? I was looking at it like, is that a Turtwig? No, it can't be a Turtwig. What the fuck are you on about? Like, I'm just staring at it. I need to clean my PC boxes again. I have at least 10 fucking boxes of shit caught from outbreaks. Yay, spring cleaning.
Yeah, I need to clean my PC boxes because I have like 10 boxes of Sobble.
Always fun. We love that. It's annoying that you can only get rid of like 100 per session with Pokemon Home. It would make it a lot faster if I could just dump my entire PC box, but to be fair, it does mean I can get rid of like 3 and a bit PC boxes in one go. Okay, yeah, here's the shiny Onyx. He's a... Okay. So yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that we are good and done with that particular rant. That was a really fun conversation topic. This reminds me a lot of the early days of the Soul Silver bullshit from a couple of years back. That's disgusting. How the fuck is that, like, nearly 2 years ago?
I don't know, but that's horrible.
Yeah, it's horrendous. But yeah, like, it reminds me of a lot of the early days of that, where we just, like, pick a question topic and start going. That was always good. We should do that.
Yeah.
It makes for some more focused streams than the random babbling, I guess, even if it is also very unfocused with our random babbling. Either way, though, thank you so much, everybody, for watching. It has been a lot of fun. I hope you have enjoyed. I don't think that I have anybody particular to thank for things today. Where's my activity feed? You have a stretchy from Shard. Thank you. Yeah, no, I don't. Okay. But either way, it's been fun. I will stretchy, and then finish my outro. I will be back Tuesday. Oh god, don't make me stretch twice. That's just cruel and unusual punishment. But yeah, I will be back Tuesday for Pokemon Ranger. Wednesday for something. We'll figure that part out when we get there. And then possibly more of this sort of stuff next Friday. Or alternatively, we might pick up another game or something. I'm not sure. Hey, maybe we'll finally break out fucking Diamond and Pearl again really quick and go do that. Finish more of the fucking... the Soul Link. As bad as that's been going.
Oh god.
That Soul Link is going a little bit poorly. Either way, thank you everybody so much for watching. I will see you all on Tuesday. Ta-ta a bit, everyone.